What's up, everybody?
Howdy ho.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, it's another Saturday, another weekly buyer's guide. You know, this is what makes the week worth living, I think.
This stream, nothing else.
Yeah.
Everything is holding on till Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, you know.
Chris was
At
like,
least I
"You sure
do."
you don't?" Yeah, he's like, "You sure you don't want your birthday party day off? Like, I'll do the stream." And I'm like, "No, there's no place I'd rather be than with my friends and Ryan Bragg and Kenneth." Alex, I thought you had a basketball game. Did you quit your basketball game to make sure you didn't miss this?
Just for you, Jake.
That's the dedication that I like. Shouts out to James, our friend back Cato, Omnibus Cafe, a 5th of I'm just kidding, Labruski. I'm gonna highlight your comment. Labruski's like, why do you always skip my comment? I'm like, because it always gets a reaction out of you, you know.
It does say it's the reason he continues to breathe. So I mean, I'm glad our
That is true.
Fun news. I'm gonna be on the Labruski show on the 19th. So
nice.
On the 18th, I'm gonna have the Taylor on my show, and we're gonna do Dark Knight Strikes Again. Does it suck, or is it a masterpiece, a misunderstood masterpiece?
And some better news. We are planning out when I'm gonna be on the Labruski show. So, hey, you'll catch me there eventually.
There we go. We are your oxygen, your albuterol inhaler.
Take it in. It goes down smooth, but not too hard.
Oh my God. Shouts out to Heroic Hideaway on that note. Our friend Nolan. Did you call in sick to play hooky and watch our show? Jake rocking the Magnum PI. And look at that snazzy. Look at what's his name? Mocha? What's the mascot's name? They got a new mascot.
I saw. Very, very, very new wave and modern.
Yeah, everything's going good. Usually I get a package of books on Saturday, but it has never arrived in time for the stream. Today I got a big honker.
Muggsy. I want a plushie of that. It's adorable.
And then I need you to be on my podcast before the 19th. Okay, let me just see that parental slip, and I'll be there.
Jake, what's in the package?
Oh gosh.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the
box? What's in the box?
Okay, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Shut up.
I do know. I know.
I know.
Okay, so we got a box.
Inside another box.
Cool.
And it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Oh.
The DC Comics Style Guide. This is the book that I felt like was the hole in my collection.
Am I taking that home today?
Oh, you are not. You are not.
That's nice. It came in a separate kind of absolute kind of box. That's nice.
Yeah. You know, I've been really wanting this for a long time, you know, and I'm glad that it's finally here. The bane of my existence. It was because it got pushed back like 15 times. So
no, that's not the bane of your existence. Fantastic.
No, I know.
Full Circle Expanded Edition is the bane of your existence.
Yeah, that one is bad.
Shout out to George or Jorge. He is obsessed with comics again because of us.
Oh.
I hope.
We apologize.
I don't think he made that up. He just said he's obsessed with comics again.
And then I added because of us, I hope.
Because of us.
He's actually like, I'm obsessed with comics again in spite of you guys. In spite of you three.
That's what Jake lives for.
Should we go book at a time, or do you guys want to see everything in this box?
Just see everything in the box.
Okay.
I only have one. I only have one to show off.
I have none because I'm not in my regular place. So
Mark Waid Flash Volume 2.
Look at this. Twinsies.
We got the same cover?
There's only one cover.
I know.
I do have the DM of the first one, though. That I do have.
But Chris will admit that there's times I've called him and go, what covers did you get for Avengers? Okay, I'll get those too. Like, I don't just ask him what books to buy. I ask him which covers of the book to get.
Yeah, which covers? That's a style. That's a preference. I can tell you what I did and why.
This next one is out of print. I'm gonna warn you guys. So I don't want anyone to get excited and think you can order this book. It's out of print. I saw it on JP's bookshelf and I asked for it, and he said no. And then I kept asking until he broke down. But I got new X-Men
that you have to ship back.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's the cover that I have of it, just because at the time that was all they were offering.
And then Invincible number 7, which was
just
the one.
Number 7. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted was 7.
It's a good place to start since you have a good habit of actually reading in the middle or end of runs.
Yes,
at that
I
point.
never read in order. I got the Secret Wars Omnibus, which I guess I didn't need because I had the OHC.
Good use of grammar. You had it. That was the proper word. You had it.
Knowing that this stream is coming is the only thing that kept me sane while I've been working mandatory over. Oh my god, this is for you all. We're here for you.
Mandatory overtime. Well, that hopefully your paycheck will be also a nice end to that.
So New X-Men is going to be the very first X-Men omnibus I read. I'm excited. I want to do an upcoming video on Grant Morrison, and I felt like I needed to read his X-Men run.
But it's nowhere near the first X-Men Omni that he's owned. He's owned quite a few.
But at least he's prepared for Frank Quitely's work from being for the All-Star line of Superman. So at least you are not going to be taken aback by it.
I like Frank Quitely's art. I've never understood the hate.
But I understand it. I'm not saying I'm not in the haters club. It's definitely not in my top group, but I think it works for what he does.
He's being sassy, sarcastic, Bunk, because I invited him for my birthday party stream here, and he said yes, he'd be there. And then he goes, "Oh, I forgot about it. My thing got pushed up. I can be in the back of an Uber. Do you want that? You want me in the back of an Uber?" And I was like, "Nobody wants that. Not even the
I
Uber
want it,
driver.
Bunk. I do. I want it.
I'll
in the back
right
of an
now.
Uber, or do you want Bunk when he's like ready to go?"
Bunk's always ready to go.
There's no right answer to
Bunk
that.
shows up, he is ready to go. Everyone else has to get ready for Bunk.
I also got Invincibles 10, 11, and 12. I'll just let you guys know.
Read 12.
7,
just
10,
start
11,
it.
12.
Just start at 12, and you'll be fine.
I got all the Invincible Deluxe because that was the only set I didn't have. I think that's what the rest of the package is, if I'm not mistaken. I love how he made them all fit in one box, though. Let's talk about that.
That's a different one.
Which one?
Grab that top Omni.
Devil's Reign, because this is like the hole in my collection. I've been on a Daredevil kick. I've tried to read every Daredevil omnibus ever. And you know, I'm excited for this. I feel like we're gonna see some Devil's Reign stuff coming soon in the Marvel universe. So, you know, I gotta read the tie-ins. I heard that like every Daredevil event Omni, they're not great.
Yeah. X-Men's a little rough.
Where
Jake, don't you
this?
own that?
Do I put this in between volume 1 and 2?
No, I would put it at the end. No, because you'd have to put it after 2.
Okay.
Because the whole event takes place towards the middle of 2, I think.
And then last but not least, I got Invincibles 9 and 2. So, you know, now that I own every format of Invincible, I feel like I can finally read it a second time. Me and Jordan both read that this year, and I loved it.
And Alexander is definitely right on that one. That is the true Jake cycle. That is
what
absolutely.
Did I say? You're not buying
many things. I'm not going to go down X-Men. Okay, I see it on JP, so I'm going.
I'm giving him X. I need to own all of X-Men.
I did finally treat myself to an out-of-print book that Chris tried to talk me out of.
Which one?
But I got Marvel Knights, but it comes with a custom dust jacket that looks like the Bendis one.
And I chipped in for it, so happy birthday.
Yes.
Oh.
But everyone in the chat can thank Jake and Jordan for paying so that the next announcement of the reprint will be that.
I know.
So I can get it for undercover on OPB.
Exactly. With a better cover than even the custom.
Oh, yeah.
And they just rename it Daredevil now. It's not Marvel Knights because it's just Daredevil.
Never have understood it. Never. No, I would like a Marvel Knights Omni that actually has, like, you know, the Marvel Knights series in it with all the.
That was Jordan's first comic book.
Ah. It was a sneak peek into Marvel Knights. I had that for some reason just in my room as a kid. So.
Oh, Heroic Hollywood won the day. Found Marvel Knights Omni for retail last week.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
and Jordan has nothing to show off in his haul.
Not at my house right now. I am currently right next door to Jake. He's right there actually. So,
Here, throw something at him. Prove it.
I can. I'll hit the door.
He throws something, and then you hear like a meow.
Oh, I wouldn't throw Sophie. She's next to me. She's so cute.
So this was a giant haul. We're trying to do a lot of ads for Invincible because there's so much hype. Like every day we got new orders, like first time customers buying Invincible for like the first time ever. So we're just really trying to it should come in soon. It was shipped out. I think it was picked up today. So yeah, I heard the cover. I mean, I saw the picture of the cover.
Not my tempo.
Yeah.
I like the placeholder better.
How excited are you for Mark Waid Flash though? Like what led you to buying that? What led that to?
Because I had originally all the trades for it and was hoping one day that DC would wise up and actually put it in a Omni format. So now I can replace, looks like probably since the first Omni took up part of 3, I've still held on to 3. So I've got to, so I'll probably remove 3, 4, probably going to have to keep 5 unless they're able to do that because, yeah, I might be able to replace 3, 4, and 5 because if they do it right, 6, 7, and 8, that'll be the final Omni with a deluxe edition of Grant Morrison. Yeah.
And then you said, Chris, it's your first Flash series, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, I mean, this was
the first that you read, right?
First, yeah, this was my Flash. Yeah, Mark Waid was my Flash. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I believe it comes in next week, so we are anxiously awaiting that. And yeah, even though we didn't get our DM covers that we had ordered, that was a bummer.
I want to point this out. With as much as I made fun of it last week when we were previewing, the Flash coming out. See this? This is actually a synopsis.
Yes,
that's what a synopsis is. You could have literally.
I know. Last week it was like it's Wally and he runs fast as the Flash.
It's the continuation from Volume 1.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, it was like Mark Waid. This is the sequel.
So bad.
Yeah, it was lazy. Well, that was good. Let's just jump in. Even no one else to show. Let's just jump in. That way we can get done early and we can get back to work.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of the new season of Invincible, and I'm about maybe a quarter of a way through because I looked at the times like, oh, we got to stream.
Well, what did you think of the Spider-Man show?
Your Friendly Neighborhood? Yeah,
I saw the first 2, I think.
This next group of 3 was actually better, in my opinion. I'd say that it's still an okay show. It's not one I go out there and tell people they have to watch. It is okay right now. Jordan
watched 2 seconds of it and goes, they're using over-exaggerated hand gestures. This show's for middle schoolers. And I was like, what?
You can tell the grade level that it was intended for, but I mean, it doesn't mean that's not enjoyable for other people. I mean, I love other ones like the Spectacular Spider-Man show. I thought was phenomenal.
Yeah, we've got.
I will say it's been really cool watching Daredevil season 3 for the first time while I just finished Frank Miller's run, because when I got to Born Again, I was like, oh my God, he's fighting someone in the Daredevil suit. So it's like, it's cool to see like modern interpretations of, you know what I mean? Of things. So Alex is loving Invincible.
I was going to say, Alex, are you watching that? That's an intense show to be watching, my guy.
And yes, Jordan is insulting, but it's not just that you're from Kentucky, so that's.
What's that have to do with anything?
I didn't know Harley Quinn season 5 started.
Yeah.
I will say that I love that show. I haven't watched anything since the Valentine's Day special with Roy Kent. I think I'm just done with that show, even though it's amazing. I feel like I've just moved on.
Jake, it's Kansas. Get it right.
Is there a difference?
Yes, there's a very big difference.
You skipped over comics and tortillas.
That's a good combination.
What's up? I love tortillas. So good.
You know what? I saw a great TikTok, speaking of tortillas, where someone slapped down a whole bunch of round tortillas and said, "What's this? It's tortillas." No, I want chips. I said, "Okay." So he chops it all up, fries them, and said, "Here you go. Here's the exact same thing, just fried," and just chowing down on it at that.
I love how it's like. I like how it's like no one would ever eat 5 potatoes, but like if they're chopped up and deep fried, you're like, I'll do it.
Dude, the real question is flour or corn?
Flour for me.
Oh,
over exaggerated hand
I've never
gesture.
really thought about it, but yeah, that's not a bad. That's have to
hander to the
back on that.
Comics and tortilla. Would you judge me that the tortillas I bought today were 0 calorie tortillas or 0 carb tortillas?
0 net carb.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't think you get 0 carbs out of a tortilla.
Well,
I've been trying to save on the calories. But on that note,
let's talk about some books.
He does judge me.
What's new this week?
What's
this
new?
coming week?
Oh, that's my birthday, February 11th.
Let's all wish Jake a very happy early birthday so we don't have to bother wishing him birthday on his birthday.
Yeah, can you guys sing me happy birthday, but through the chat? Like all together in unison.
And you have to make sure it's in order, and if it doesn't, then you have to start all over from the beginning.
That sounds like something that Bunk can organize.
Do it in the saucy, like Mr. President way. The Chronicles of Exandria.
I'm going to leave this one to you, Jake. This sounds like a Jake book.
Well, this is the Mighty Neen Part 2. It follows Critical Role's Mighty Neen campaign from their adventures in Jason Voorhees to encounters with the Kryn and the Bright Queen to discoveries the Cinderous Sanctum in the belly of the Behemoth, all the ways to event at the White Dawn Lagoon. Clocking in over 300 pages, this gorgeous hardcover documents the adventures and revelations of the Mighty Neen from their adventures in Alexandria.
Not bad. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I like the Jason Voorhees inclusion.
I mean, I wished I had friends to play Dungeons and Dragons with, but Jordan won't invite me.
It's not my campaign to invite.
And it's just not for you, according to Jordan.
It's not for you.
It's not for you.
You're right, the phenomenal AC. Smash that like button. Thanks for everyone who wished me a happy birthday. And Whiskers, it's German.
We need a gif of Jess doing the smash the like button with a Thor hammer to throw every so often.
Oh, that was great when she did that. Who's picking this up? I mean, I didn't think part 1 was worth picking up, but I think part 2 in the library edition is when I'll jump in.
Well, if you're going to pick up part 2, you want the next one. You want the next slide.
Oh my gosh.
That's
this
everything.
Is the deluxe edition? Okay, this actually looks kind of cool.
I'm not going to I agree. It does look cool. I have no idea what it's about, though.
Well, it comes with so Critical Role, that's like one of those, like, they play D&D together, right? Online.
Mm-hmm. They're their own campaign, yeah.
This is the comic book of them. Well, I love that this comes with a foil stamped clamshell, a debossed hardcover with spine ribs and a ribbon marker, and then the lithograph housed in a sleek portfolio.
Does this come with dice? That would be awesome if it does.
No, Jordan, it doesn't.
That'd be cool.
Got to provide your own dice.
I have a couple.
Okay, here we go. Kings of Hell's Kitchen.
This is definitely one of my favorite covers of this of the beginning relaunch of this.
He looks like he's tossing a Slim Jim.
Step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Is that what they say for Slim Jims?
Yeah, step into a Slim Jim. Yeah, you're too young for that. You're too young.
Slip into a Slim Jim. Is it step into or is it slip into a Slim Jim?
I don't know. We got to look that up. I always thought it was stepping. You might be teaching me something new. I just remember Macho Man and I was stepping into a Slim Jim.
Jake, what if Karen Page had lived?
Yeah.
Look, all I'm gonna say is it was interesting to read Frank Miller's take on Karen Page, where she was into smack, into horse, into the dirty dino, you know what I mean? And I also like the one where the Frank Miller issue of Daredevil where he has to fight he races like the little girl who's having what they call a whack attack from angel dust to the hospital.
Oh, okay. I look forward to reading that when I get into my Frank Miller reads.
But this is Bendis, though, right?
Yeah, this is Bendis, so it picks up, after Maya, kind of pretty much takes down Wilson Fisk, her adopted father, at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you get a lot of the beginnings. A lot of this is very Echo focused in the beginning, and then Daredevil picking up after Wilson Fisk is gone. As the new Kingpin, which is really, I think that's one of the coolest moments where you get Daredevil saying, "I'm the Kingpin now," basically. I'm the captain.
Yeah. And now that moment is forever ruined for Jordan, who hasn't read it. But I love that. Oh, here's the question. Do you think he should read Alias first or Bendis Daredevil first? What are you supposed to read first?
I think you can write either of them.
Okay.
Shouts
out to Next Imaginaut. Honestly, it really is just calories in and calories out. If you're eating just potatoes in a calorie deficit, by all means,
there comes other health problems with it. But yeah, if you're trying to just absolutely goal is to lose weight, that's it.
Yeah, there was some professor who he ate in a calorie deficit of only eating junk food, and just to prove that you could do it,
Mm-hmm.
And you're buying the Omnis. I will say, did you see who shared our picture on Instagram?
Who?
Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah.
Alex Maleev never shared it though.
No,
okay.
He doesn't like you.
I know. Personally, he's actually not a fan of the
channel. He directly told me that the other day. I don't like Jake.
It was one of your sources told you that Alex Maleev has just been going around the industry telling people
it's mainly just because he doesn't care for your mustache. That's about it.
Yeah, if I shaved it off, he'd love me.
Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite Daredevil run is Mark Waid's and Frank Miller. I'll just be honest, what's with awesome Daredevil runs ending so abruptly? Mark Waid's ended abruptly. Born Again ended abruptly. Those are my only two examples.
So a whole referendum on Daredevil based on two things. Yeah, I don't think so.
Chat, let us know. Should Chris get the artist edition of Born Again? He's on the fence. I think it's been out of print since 2012. It has all 200 pages of the story. I think Chris
I have all 200 pages of the story. It's in the omnibus.
I think he owes it.
I owe it. Okay.
Shame on Malev. Oh, it's Malev?
Yes.
I can't believe they didn't reprint that if they're gonna have Muse in the show,
It'll happen. It'll happen one day.
Anyone have any predictions of a DC solicit for later this year?
A lot. Because that's what happened the last time they dropped it. It was like, oh, good Lord.
Here's my take. I think people are going to complain that 3 or 4 books didn't get announced, and then a few days later, they're going to drop those books too, because that's exactly what happened last time. They're like, how are we getting Supergirl and not Red Lanterns? How are we getting Suicide Squad New 52, but not Ostranders? And then 3 days later, they're like, oh yeah, mic drop.
I'll be curious to see, not necessarily Omni-wise, because that's just roll the dice and you probably get it right. I'm more curious about the absolutes, what they're going to add into there. So
yeah,
good point.
Yeah,
moving on from Slim Jim Daredevil, Doom Patrol. I will say, this is the Silver Age, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm excited that Omnibus is getting reprinted. I think I'm going to pick it up, even though I know I haven't been a Silver Age fan. I feel like Doom Patrol is my Silver Age in.
That is your Silver Age in? Wow.
Wow. Don't you have Silver Age Superman?
That was not my way in.
I think they chose the right cover for Doom Patrol just because they are the wackiest team out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this, Jordan? You want to say anything? When are you going to start collecting Doom Patrol?
I got my first Doom Patrol Omni last year, which was Grant Morrison's, but I haven't cracked it open yet. So I have no opinion on Doom Patrol just yet.
Who's your favorite character?
Mr. Negative. I named one out of random.
I've always been a Robot Man fan.
Robot's cool. Except here, he has holes in him. He got smashed.
Well,
Bacada with the absolute longbow hunters would be sick.
Don't know. I don't need to spend more money.
But think of the letter pages it could have. Think of the letter pages it could have.
I want to spend money on things I don't have, not things I already have in one version. I can't be Jake.
Why does everyone say that in such a distasteful way? Oh, I can't be Jake.
Chris, don't Jake it up.
Jake it up?
Yeah, it's a verb now.
It's a verb. I'm glad you said it that way, not another way.
Jake doesn't like the Silver Age, but has the. I'm not the biggest fan of DC Silver Age. I feel like with Marvel's Silver Age, they still read like the characters I know and I'm familiar with.
Really? X-Men reads like the characters you know. Okay, all right.
Well, I don't know those characters, so how would I know?
He's never read X-Men before, so he doesn't.
I just mean like, okay, specifically Spider-Man. Silver Age Spider-Man seems like the Spider-Man that I'm familiar with. Like I was like, wow, they really got most of his story like off the bat.
Well, I will say this. X-Men does get one thing right in proving one through line from beginning to the end. Currently, Cyclops is still wrong. That's one thing they continue to get right is that Cyclops is still wrong.
Am I supposed to read Decimation before New X-Men?
No, actually, you're supposed to read. You're supposed to read Thor before you read Decimation. Just pick a Thor and you'll be okay.
Okay.
I 100% agree with you, Kenneth. DC Bronze Age, like Chef's Kiss is just so good.
Name your 10 favorite Bronze Age omnibuses.
I'll give you 3.
Okay.
Let me get and 2. Only one of them can be Fourth World.
Yeah, I've been reading 2. I'm not a fan of Fourth World Volume 2. Oh, actually, I need to take the question from you too. Why didn't I read that this morning?
He got halfway through what's the one that we both love? Day Tripper, and he goes, "Yeah, it's all right. It's a slow burn."
I finished the first 3 issues, and yeah, it's building up a story.
Kick Jordan out if Jordan's not invited back if he doesn't have a positive opinion by the end.
I was like, you want to keep
right
reading?
now to tell him to boot him.
I was like, you want to read longer than an hour? He goes, "No, I'm done. Just an hour."
I finished the 3rd issue. That's a good stopping point.
I feel like I finished the whole book in an hour.
I'm like 4/10 of the
way
there,
right, Jordan.
Somewhere there.
It's not for you.
Yeah,
right? It's not for.
There's
you,
no
Jordan.
demons. There's no demons taking advantage of poor women in that episode. Maybe it's not for you.
Alexander, if the X-Men then read like it did, then Professor X would still be in love with Jean Grey. And even with that, Cyclops would still be wrong. I've always got to put that out there.
And don't read Decimation. Saved you. Okay.
The X-Men were decimated. There you go.
Okay. Den Volume 5. The Price of Memories.
I know this is where you started reading it.
I don't know anything about this other than that guy looks absolutely shredded, and I hope to be that by keep eating these net zero carb tortillas. I hope that's me at the end of it.
It just appears. You wake up one day and it's just like
my only diet is net carb zero tortillas and holding a Taschen book. Just like that's my whole workout. But okay, do we have 3 hours to answer this question?
Okay,
Chris?
What's the
Get
question?
started. You have 3 hours. I know you have notes.
Why do you not like Cyclops? Because so many reasons, including he was about to wipe out. He gladly would wipe out an entire, genocide of the Brood at that point, just because he could. But here's one reason I always fall back to. That man literally leaves Madeline Pryor and his son to go back to Jean Grey and forgets him at that point. That began my questioning of Scott Summers.
I heard a joke. You want to hear it? So
sure.
a brood and a gutter mutant walk into a bar together. Wait, I shouldn't. I'm gonna get canceled if I finish this joke.
No, well, you said you want to start off with a joke. I said, yeah, Cyclops. Anyway.
Okay, so Din, I've never heard of it, but like people are pre-ordering it. Like people are excited about this.
I just like when I read in the synopsis of it saying the last volume of Den connects all 4 previous parts. I was like, yes, that's what it's supposed to do.
The last volume of Din really completes the story. Has both the climax and the denouement.
It is.
Jordan, you're a big Richard Corbin fan. What are your 10 favorite Richard Corbin books? And only 5 of them can be Din.
Damn. You got me.
Oh my gosh.
The art is beautiful, though. I will say this. I've seen the inside of many of them. The art is beautiful.
I did send a meme about Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee in our Discord that I unsent after I sent it. But it's okay. Hopefully after Supergirl, the new 52 Omnibus is released, we'll get more modern Supergirl omnibuses, like the Girl of Steel.
I want an omnibus of Matrix.
Will you be picking up this, Chris, the Richard Corbin Den Volume 5?
Will you start with Volume 5?
I'll start it when I've got it digitally right now, so I do have that.
I will say be on the lookout for Taylor Talks Comics to do a review because I sent him a copy of Den Volume 5 and the covers of Jack Kirby, because who else would appreciate that book more?
Next Imaginaut has some feedback.
There you go.
Den is Corbin's magnum opus. I've only read pieces of it, but what I have was excellent, and it's a minor miracle we're finally receiving all of it collected properly and affordably.
Like I said, I love the art. I just haven't gotten a chance to read it.
I also feel like maybe we should have censored this cover. I didn't realize what was below that. Is that a leaf? Yeah, I don't think she's wearing enough clothes. Moving on. This is one I'm excited. This one's en route to me. I've only read Far Sector in the compact comic.
Oh, well, I'm surprised you still have eyesight.
I feel like there was too much going on in this book to read it in the compact comic. But what was I going to do? Buy the standard size if I knew the deluxe was en route? This book,
I will happily read this.
This book is great.
Yeah, so for the past 6 months, newly chosen Green Lantern Sojourner Joe Mullen has been protecting the city enduring, a massive metropolis of 20 billion people. The city has maintained peace for over 500 years by stripping its citizens of their ability to feel. As a result, violent crime is virtually unheard of and murder is non-existent. But that's all about to change. The winner of the 2022 Hugo Award for Best Graphic Story or Comic is now available in Out of This World Deluxe Edition. Yeah, I'm definitely curious for an overview on it because Oversized, this is great. I've read it many times through DC Unlimited Infinite, and it is a awesome story, and especially what they do to the lore of Green Lanterns is how she wields her ring.
Or like how she charges and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like that was sick. I also love how it's like when it flashes back to her life on Earth and it's like real like human things, like a lot of pain she's been through. And then you're in this completely different world that's so different, but they're still dealing with like problems that we've all dealt with, like fascism and like revolting and like police. Yeah, it's awesome. I love the AI people that their currency is memes.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. And then there's the carnivore plant people. Yeah, it was a fantastic book. And I will say that I was reading it in the compact comic and going, this deserves to be bigger because there's just every page is so much stuff.
Stop. The compact needs to be bigger.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in general, yes, of course the compact needs to be bigger. It's not meant to be read in compact. Like, really, it's not.
If my math is right, she's a seventh Green Lantern of Earth.
Well, Earth can't have too many.
And technically, she has a different beat. She doesn't cover our sector.
She covers the Far Sector.
Yeah.
Got it.
Roll credits.
She's got some game. She has some relationships in this book.
Absolutely. She's definitely one of the best new lanterns that they've created. Absolutely.
I love this guy, this ambassador guy, like how different his character is when he has emotions and when he doesn't have emotions. He feels like two different people.
I look forward to it. I've only read the first issue of Par Sector digitally, so I mean, I think this is how.
And he said it was a slow burn. There wasn't any demons taking advantage of women, so
nope, did not say any of that.
Not every book has to be Berserk, Jordan.
I'm not asking for it to be Berserk.
Honestly, I would go as far. Far Sector deserves an absolute someday. Would you second that, Chris?
I'm pretty confident that's going to happen.
Yeah, it is the perfect the accolades it has, but the art that it has and the story. One self-contained story. You don't need to read anything before and after. It is yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the cover they should have gone with, right?
Absolutely.
Shouts out to our friend Omnidog's Vault. He's always got his crowbar ready.
You missed his first You missed his first one.
I didn't do it because I didn't know if you were.
Oh yeah, there you go. I kind of read it. It's like, oh yeah, there's that. Omnidog, Jess, you're always amazing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this cover. I get they want to be different, but gosh, that first issue of Forever Evil is just such an iconic cover for that series.
Yeah. Do you think was this an omnibus you were clamoring for years?
I didn't need it. I got everything. I mean, I didn't need every little bar of Forever Evil claim because I got all I needed with the Justice League.
When's my Year of the Villain omnibus coming out?
I
loved Year of the Villain. If we're getting Forever Evil, why can't we get Year of the Villain?
Because you asked for it.
And now it'll never come out.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are that much of a fan. There's too much white, dead space on it, right? Isn't that
I get the Crime Syndicate is who came in at the end of where we're
Jess, do you want the link to talk shit to my face? Because we can settle this right. We can settle this right now.
Dang, Jake,
you got your crowbar. Let's
reenact the scene.
While you guys are sorting that out, revisit for the first major event of the New 52 era of the DC Universe with Forever Evil Omnibus, collecting the entire event series from start to finish. Traveling across the multiverse, the Crime Syndicate, a team of evil alternate incarnations of familiar Justice League heroes, has invaded the world. Now, in a bizarre turn of events, the villains are now the only thing standing between them and the complete domination. Can Lex Luthor lead an Injustice League against the Crime Syndicate in time for the heroes to pick up the broken pieces of their own teams and fight back? Or is the planet doomed no matter what? I'm hoping that the other side of it at least has maybe the villains. I don't think it is.
I think I've seen it, and I don't think it is, but it should be, right?
DC.
Missed opportunity if it isn't. But yeah.
Jake, you're polarizing. You're polarizing James, and he has all our addresses. You don't get on his bad side.
Jake is cool. He said he would be on my podcast. Only if it's before the 19th.
With the permission slip?
Yeah. This is sick. I've always just felt like Owlman is such an interesting character.
I've always was curious in the sense of Ultraman huffing kryptonite. That always never. First time I got introduced, like, ooh, I don't know.
Curious.
Great fan.
I knew Jess before I knew you all.
I am changing your cover on your last order.
Okay.
I wield too much power. I'm going to cancel all 60 of your orders out of pettiness. I'm just kidding.
Out of pettiness. Oh, no. No.
Look, I'm stoked we're getting DC Omnis. And, I'm not going to complain. I've never read anything not in the omnibus. So this will be my first time reading it.
When you go to the next one, you see exactly what's kind of in it. And, these weren't bad tie-ins. These weren't bad.
And there they are.
So what's new? Like what have I read if I've read both of the Justice League Omnis? Do you know?
You've read the main series. You read Forever Evil. You're reading. If you collected Suicide Squad, you actually have that. You've read Justice League. You have that. I'd have to.
There's a new 52 Suicide Squad omnibus?
Oh, that's the one that's coming out.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's so good. At least the first half of it is really good.
Look, I sent Omnidog the link. He didn't come on with his crowbar. So hashtag Team Jake.
Did you send the link to Bunk as well?
No.
No, of course.
No one wants Bunk in the back of his Uber. Fine, I'll do it. We'll get Bunk in the back of his Uber if he's free. But we have to treat it. We have to treat it like it's There he goes.
There he is.
What's up, bitches?
So I gotta confess something to Dupe right now, Jess. I gotta confess something to Dupe. You're Dupe.
Just to Dupe, not to anyone else.
I haven't bought an out of print book in a long time, but I found someone selling an ecstatic undercover price. And
Ooh.
I'm gonna go to Heroes Con where All Red's gonna be there. So I thought about picking it up, but I chose Kevin Smith's Marvel Knights omnibus instead. How does Dupe feel about that? Was that a good choice or a bad choice?
Dupe says you suck.
Oh,
no.
And Dupe already has the disapproving look, so it already works.
Look at him. He's so disappointed. Ecstatics at Marvel Knights, Daredevil. You can live without that book. You can't live without
the Marvel
Ecstatics.
Knights. The Marvel Knights came with a custom dust jacket that made the spine match the Bendis ones.
Okay, keep going. You haven't sold me yet.
It was.
I will say that
It was
cover
above
always
cover.
looks like Spider-Man and Daredevil are fishing up the building. It always looks
They're
like
just eating. They're splitting a giant sub.
they look like they've got fishing lines off. No, I don't know. That's a good book in your Daredevil read. I know you're reading all of Daredevil right now, so
I finished I finished Frank Miller omnibus yesterday, and I finished the companion omnibus today.
Wow, you're burning through them.
I am, but can I say something? Have you
No.
read Daredevil Born Again? The amazing Daredevil Born Again storyline where Kingpin
Not
goes
in a
after
long time.
the ending, like it builds and builds and builds, and then it just ends. The ending is so abrupt. It's one page of the ending, and I'm like, what? Like
I never was a fan of the whole like randomly we're gonna have Nuke in it. That always Nuke just never seemed to really fit in that storyline.
Well, I was weird because I knew that Nuke because I knew Nuke's character from the Jessica Jones TV show first.
Quite
I'd never
different.
read very different. But when I read the Frank Miller omnibus, I was like, weird. I guess Nuke never showed up, and then I was surprised that he was in Born Again. He's like me. He's the guy that does all the amphetamines.
All right.
I'm like to my wife. I'm like, give me a red, and she's like, you've had a red. Take a blue. And I'm like,
Who's the guy that does all the pain pills?
He's that
Is there an
Watchmen character that likes.
Omnidog
There's
in that
isn't there
universe?
that Watchmen character that like Captain Carnage that likes to get beat up. I bet he takes pain pills.
For the pain.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't take pain pills? Spider-Man.
Oh, that good callback.
Wait, what? Why?
Is that a reference to this?
There you go.
That's a segue. Chris, you got to take this away since I know you have this ordered. Walk me through Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6. Can I jump from the Taschen to Volume 6?
Actually, you can jump to Volume 7. Did you know that's already coming out?
When is that coming out?
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I want to shout out
how long Jake could deal with it.
I want to shout out Alex. He just did his very first on-camera video. I know firsthand that it takes a lot of courage to put yourself on camera and to put yourself out there. So shouts out to Alex.
Yeah. So because you demanded it, here comes the 6 web-slinging oversized omnibus edition of The Amazing Spider-Man because you the people demanded it. Mm-hmm. What does it have in store for you? The entire creative run of Marv Wolfman, a bevy of rarities of FOOM, like profiles on Spider-Man, great Stan Lee, and John Romita. Complete 1978 Mighty Marvel Comics calendar starring Spider-Man. Oop, here we go, Jake. Letter pages.
Yes.
Jess, no, that's not for you, Jake. That's actually for Jess and I. You don't get those.
I read letter
Do you
pages.
know what letter pages are?
House ads, original art. Oh, that's for Bunk too, so also not for you, Jake. And oh yeah, some of the greatest Spider-Man stories of all time. We couldn't forget Peter Parker's marriage proposal to Mary Jane. Will she say yes? Not if Mephisto has anything to do with it. And Joe Quesada debut the Black Cat and the return of the burglar. You know, the infamous burglar. The resurgent Kingpin.
What? Okay, what character is the burglar?
He's the Hamburglar.
Wait, did they finally make a comic adaptation of the McDonald's characters? Because me and Jess get royalties on that.
Yeah, we haven't played that game in a long time.
Has Chris and Jordan taken the which McDonald's character are they? I don't think they've taken the quiz.
I forget what the standards are.
You got the dog, right, Jess? The ice cream dog, or what's the dog? He's Sunday or something?
I forget. They have abilities though, right? Didn't we assign them abilities?
I think we did. We also assigned creative teams. But my favorite
in our spare time.
We answer the hard.
That's a lot of spare time you guys are burning through with that.
You're gonna tell me, Chris, you wouldn't read an Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips Hamburglar run?
No, I mean, I would. I'm just saying you guys had a lot of time to burn through to have this long discussion. My goodness.
You wouldn't read Ducky done by Kelly Thompson?
When was that video?
Grimace. I read Grimace, like a hard take by Tom King of Grimace.
And Mayor McCheese. Don't you want to be Mayor McCheese?
As Mayor McCheese Fisk?
Yes.
I think we said we wanted Tiny Onion on Grimace because he used to write himself into all of his books, like every character. But then Tinian lost too much weight. I don't think he's Grimace anymore.
You were saying he was Grimace? That's mean.
Well, it was in reference to Nice House on the Lake because there's that one cover of it looking like Tinian wearing a towel. You know what I mean? In one of the covers for Nice House on the Lake. He always writes himself as he's like the little boy in the first Something is Killing the Children, you know? And happy birthday to you, Dom of X.
Whose birthday is it?
My ribbit. That's my birthday on Tuesday. It's Day-Day's birthday today.
Yes, it is Day-Day's birthday.
He's on my show tonight to celebrate his birthday.
But didn't correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you double book and push him to another date? Did the person drop out and then you were like he was able to work again? Because I watched a stream where Day-Day was like, "We have a live stream. It's my birthday," and you were like, "I booked somebody else."
That doesn't sound like something I'd do.
Okay.
I don't think so. I would never do that to Day-Day.
Ever.
Day-Day dropping the fire. He dropped his top 10 DC Omnis for new reader video today. Mm-hmm. He hasn't. It's been James. How long has it been since Day-Day did a video? It was the Return of the King. So, what cover would you pick, Jess? Do you like the DM or the standard?
Oh, I like the other. This one. I love that one.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the old style, like the comic book covers. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We guarantee it. The strangest Spidey story of them all. 10 months without a Day-Day video. The drought is over.
And Dom, how are you doing, buddy? Dom of X.
The strangest story of Spider-Man. No, that goes to Zeb Wells right now. There's a lot of strangeness going on.
I'm gonna anger by that. I just want to read how bad it really could be. Everybody's dogging it so badly. I'm like,
it's not the worst thing I've ever read, Spider-Man. I just don't like it.
Might it be the Return of the Root Beer reviews?
No.
I promise not to do that.
Don't do that.
I had my day in the sun with those. It got me noticed, and that's enough.
Yeah. See, the difference is we're comic book YouTubers that care more about positivity. We don't, drench books and just kidding. How much is that video up to? It's got to be 1 million views now, right?
Which one?
Review, your Neil Adams teardown.
Oh, teardown.
I feel like these. Yeah.
I know that my review shows up when you Google the Omnibus. If you use Google and you Google the Omnibus, I'm like the third thing listed, apparently. I actually haven't done it myself, but that's what people tell me.
I feel like DC saw your video and canceled the solicitation for the Neil Adams omnibus because that was solicited a year ago and then it disappeared.
I feel like Dom. I feel like Comic Releases has it like at the very end where they put all the random things.
Yeah,
that,
like
that,
my
that have been
year of the
announced,
villain
not
omnibus.
given a date, and I feel like no, Greg, it's just Jess. Thank you, and I'm happy to show my my Wonder Woman cosplay.
Iconic.
I have that the Jake thing, the one Jake made of me.
I have a Jake cosplay as Havoc. That's somewhere.
As is that real?
It's
Yeah,
him
I'm sure
reenacting the cover of what book
was it? Extinction Agenda?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so. Oh, Jess, you missed my haul. You know what I finally added? I finally got the DC Comics style guide.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And did you look at it and say, I've made a terrible mistake?
No, he looked at the front cover. He looked at the front cover of it.
Hey, there it is.
Welcome to Cash Cab. We're going to ask you trivia questions. And
is that Bunk?
It is.
Yeah.
With a full beard? I haven't seen fully bearded Bunk.
My phone is incredibly silent. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and proud.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know if it was because Bunk joined or because Omnidog joined, but we doubled our viewers. So thanks for that, guys.
Not sure why I can't hear any sound from you guys, but just want to jump in and say happy birthday, Jake. Everybody buy all the books. Go to organicpricebooks.com. Use the code OmniDog to save $2 on your order. OmniDog, ship it together, save 5%.
Honestly, at this point, I just want people to buy from OBB. I don't care whose code they use. But there is a 50% off Overstock sale, which is linked in the description. Click on that. There's amazing sets like Green Lanterns 1 through 3, all the JSAs.
Nightfall. Not Nightfall.
No Man's Land.
That's
every single, because this was the weirdest thing. Up until today, the only Invincible book not 50% off from the distributor was Invincible Hardcover Compendium 3. So I had to make all the ads that said Invincible up to 50% off. Now I get to remake the ad and say Invincible 50% off.
Yeah, there's a lot of books in that. There's 6 pages of 50% off books.
Yeah, it's a robust sale if I've ever seen one.
Good word.
Thank you. Robust is funny. It's a word I used to make fun of Jordan. Have you guys ever noticed this? Do you guys ever have crutch words? Like when you're doing a video without a script, maybe like you say a word too often because like it's like a crutch word. Jordan overuses the word robust in our upscale videos. He's like, it's got a robust user interface and a robust remote and a robust sound stage. So I have to like I would be like, stop, you said robust again. We got to take the line again.
I'm going to write robust down right now so I use it tonight with Day. Robust.
I don't know if you guys know Renee. Renee is Venom in the chat. He lives near us, so we had lunch. Me and Jordan had lunch with him the other day. And he was saying that all the people in the Near Mint Discord would invent drinking games about our YouTube channel, like take a shot every time Jake goes like this in a live stream, or like take a shot every time Jake says this word, or like all the words I overuse in my video.
Take a shot whenever Jake brushes back his hair.
That's one of them.
You'd be throwing up in no time. Or when he starts a sentence with so.
Okay.
Yeah. Or brush back your hair.
There we go. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit on my hands now. I don't script my videos. I make an outline. That way I'll write down when the book came out and the creative team, like the pronunciation of the creative team. Yeah, good times. When I recorded my video yesterday, I said so many times. I tried to edit it out so many times.
So many.
So how did it go?
I thought it was I thought what was good is that, like, I feel like the first thing people need to work on with their videos is their audio, and his audio was good, and that's more than half the battle on a YouTube video. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was knowledge.
No, you can get away with no knowledge. Look, I have a YouTube channel
right here. Yeah, me too.
But knowledge is half the battle.
Jack.
Yeah, but Jess has wisdom and experience, which is something I still don't have.
That's a nice way of saying it. Thank you, Jake.
I tell people that I hope they outgrow my YouTube channel. Like, I'm so basic and entry level that I get the new people, and then hopefully they find someone that can get them better books. You know, but
your channel's growing fast though. It's nice.
Thank
We're
you.
on the road to 10K, hopefully.
Yep. Well, I mean, Jess will get there first.
I don't know. It's not a race to me, but you guys are growing like exponentially compared to my channel.
And we didn't even have to dye our hair when we hit 8,000.
That's a bonus, man.
How long was your hair pink for, or what color one?
Pink one, and it only stayed on about a week.
Okay.
For 10,000, I'm gonna do hair and beard. I'm gonna make whatever the colors are really dark, and I want them to last 6 months.
Heck yeah.
I'm past caring.
Are we doing a voting again? Are we voting for what color?
Yeah. Sure.
Can we do dual colors, like one for the beard, one for the hair?
Yeah,
so they're not
absolutely.
The same? Oh, perfection!
But
okay,
I'm so excited.
I think we should. I think before we end the stream, we should do a gift card giveaway. So what should the word be? Should it be crowbar? What should
it is?
Should it be birthday boy but spelled BOI? Chris, what's the gift card giveaway word?
It's so realistic looking, but it looks huge.
Let's do crowbar because that's
Jordan. You got this for me, right?
Yeah.
It's super realistic looking.
Okay, everyone, put hashtag crowbar in the chat, and we'll pick a winner. Okay, James, thank you for letting us know. I will talk to JP and try to do something for the anniversary. It is OPB's anniversary next week, so hopefully we can do something fun.
Jess, can you say forehand or backhand?
Can I say it?
Yeah,
that's what Joker says in the movie when he's beating Jason Todd. What hurts worse, forehand, backhand?
Oh, James sent me a video clip that is so brutal. I'm too afraid to show it.
Can we, if you go to Heroes Con, can we recreate it in person?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sick, but yes.
Yes.
You gotta be dressed up as Jason Todd.
I'm not wearing those little shorts. Jess always tries to get me in the Robin shorts, and it's not gonna happen.
The Dick Grayson outfit, though, for some reason.
To answer Rising Phoenix Railroad, I'm gonna get this book. It sounds really interesting. I think I talked to both Dom and Webhead about it. I think I specifically talked to Dom about this, and the premise sounds actually really good. It's this Boy Wonder book.
No, it's definitely one of my gems from last year. It was definitely one I always would look forward to reading, not just because of the art, but because of the stories at each issue. It kind of tells the tale with each one of the Robins and Nightwing and all that kind of stuff. So it's good. If you like,
we have 11 entries and 39 people watching. So
you guys only have
a gift card? Come on.
We only have 11 people entered.
Is
this another one is this another Black Label book that's like the interesting size, like the digest size, or whatever it's called, the
standard hardcover? So I think
I'm just going off of. I'm not throwing anyone under a bus. I just always go off of comic releases. So
yeah,
there we go. For the Jack got us to 12. I'm always down for more Robin content.
It's definitely good.
Chris makes it sound really really interesting. So I'm really glad that you read it and can recommend it.
Yeah, the art style is great, but it's almost like, just imagine like putting a fairy tale into kind of like Damien kind of being input into a kind of a fairy tale kind of story.
Oh, that sounds good. Who's the writer?
See,
writer,
I've always thought that the PowerPoint maker.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it does that double duty, writer and artist.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a Cliff Chain kind of thing.
A lot. Okay, this sounds really good.
I haven't seen Jess try to enter the gift card giveaway yet. I feel like he owes
I know
me for when
Jack entered it. Can I enter it?
Like, yeah, go for it, man. I mean, I won your giveaway. I didn't get anything, but I won it as OPP.
Chris entered twice.
Yeah. Well, it's on both streams. That's why.
I feel like Jordan's going to be texting his girlfriend in the other room and be like, enter the giveaway.
Babe. They're watching a movie.
They're watching a movie that I feel like has to be a satire. It's the woman in the house looking out the window at the girl next door down on the train or something like that. Like it's got Kristen Bell. It's a Netflix show. It looks good. But is this it?
Great.
Is this we got more Young Avengers.
Yep.
Man, it's a dense week this week.
It is a dense week, yeah. So this is the beginning of the illustrious Young Avengers run post the end of the original Avengers and everything like that. So we're actually just finished reading this as our comic book club on Marvel Alliance. We've read the first two or three major arcs of it. So the art is amazing.
Do you need anything prior to this, Chris?
Young Avengers? I mean, you just know that the idea that this comes after like Avengers No More, the beginning of the kind of new Avengers, kind of like in between.
I think this was one of the first things I ever read. My friend would let me borrow comics, and I remember reading about I remember their characters' backstories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I had never really read Marvel before, so I had no context about the legacy of these characters.
My friend Brent, who was my co-host, is on sabbatical right now for Marvel Alliance, but his big recommendation, he loves Young Avengers, but Children's Crusade is always going to be just a little bit higher on his list.
I don't want to spoil anything. What's the Young Avengers run where one of them a descendant of the villain, or a younger version of the villain? Is one of them like a young Kang or something?
Yeah, I can't confirm nor deny.
Okay. So I have read it. No one listened to that.
For everyone else that you just didn't hear anything that Jake said.
What does Jake know what he's talking about? Okay, so Jess, are you going to be picking this up, the Young Avengers Epic Collection?
I have the 2 oversized hardcovers from years ago, and they're both signed by Jim Chung.
Oh,
so
very cool.
I never upgraded to Omnibus or anything. I think it's Jim Chung, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I bought them separately from the same guy. So I don't want to. I don't want to get rid of them since they're signed.
Cool.
But I still haven't read it.
That's why I never upgraded to the Morrison JLA Omni, because I have all the oversized run of his JLA run in oversized.
Yeah.
It'll be fun because I have to bring a separate suitcase from California for books to be signed at Heroes Con this year. Are you going to try to go, Jess? Because your bestie Allred's going to be there.
My bestie. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to that and C2E2 to be on a panel with Very Fine Condition. I just have to. I have to decide.
And I know it's hard for you to plan that out because it's more of like a week of you might feel up to it or you might not. But Chris is thinking he's going to bring every Madman Library edition.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
That's my day one. I've already got my VIP pass. I'm going straight to Allred. I'll be right there. Just that's what I'll spend part of my Friday doing. I don't care. Because he doesn't come to this coast a lot.
I'll be behind you with one of the library editions.
I can load my trunk up with books.
All that junk in the trunk.
Yeah, man. I think he's. I bet he wouldn't mind at all signing all 6. I think he'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Get him first thing in the morning, so he's going to be all happy. It won't be Sunday night at 5 p.m. or something where he's just like.
Well, what if Allred says, "I'll do a sketch in your book," and you pay him for it, and then later he doesn't do it?
I don't know, Jake. That sounds like very specific.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened before.
It's never happened. Like an artist that starts with a guy named Rick and this last name starts with an L.
I forgot that you paid him.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't pay him. I never paid him. I will say that. No, I never did. I'm not going to put that out in the ether. No.
Okay, I didn't remember that part.
Someone's gonna clip it, and it's gonna be such a snowball of drama online now.
Never happened. Never happened. It was a promise made, and then. Yep.
Okay.
Just broken promise.
Oh my! There's more books. I hate Fairyland.
Ooh.
This is exciting just because this has been like you only had the first 2 OHCs and then nothing was ever done outside of trade paperbacks collecting the continuation of the series. So I know this is a huge deal for fans of this, and count me as one of them. It's Scotty Young.
Me too.
And can I jump on with book 3, or will I be missing anything?
Yeah.
No, you got to. I think you have to start at the very beginning to see why she's stuck in there.
Actually, Jess, he has to start at book 2, then 3, then back to 1. Kind of like how he read Lazarus.
Then
it gets Jordan
one just becomes a prequel.
Jordan gets so mad when he comes over my house and he's like, "Why are your books in the wrong order?" And he like fixes them.
Because I fixed them the week before.
Don't worry, Jordan. I'm making Jake build a Kalax for me when he's down here as payment for his room and board.
No, he's good at that. It took him like 30 minutes to build the new one that we just got. So
I love building shelves. I love
Very soothing.
Yeah, it's exciting too. You're like, I'm building this and I get to fill it with books.
I find one. There's one area down here like it's gonna go underneath my Massive Verse. Posters, mini posters at that point. It's one section that does not have a bookshelf on it. I said I can fit a Kalax there. Probably a 3x3 or probably a 3x3 like these back here.
That's always go bigger, man.
It won't look good with flush, but now you're tempting me. I could
Trust me, no one ever regrets going the bigger Kalax if it fits. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a time in your life you're like, dang it. Like, look behind me. Do you see how I have a 2x4 and there's that awkward like middle? If I just got the bigger Kalax, it would have. I don't clip that hand gesture, but like it would have been better if it had been the bigger Kalax to begin with. You know.
Well, how about this? We measure it when you get here, and we'll figure it out. That way, we know which one.
I gotta go to IKEA with you.
You're going to IKEA with me.
You're buying me a hot dog.
I'm buying you. Excuse me. I'm putting you up for a week, so you'd save lots of money.
Oh my! What? How did you talk him into that?
How are you? How are you going to get to Heroes Con? That's my question. We're literally driving by IKEA when we go.
Chris, what
do you want Mike Allred to sign your Kalax, bro? Like, why are you?
That's not a bad idea.
Picking it up on the way.
Cool. I can't believe you're putting Jake up for a week. That's gonna be.
Oh, not a week. No, not a week. Not a week.
Oh.
It was a set maximum of 2 days, right?
It was actually 2 business days. Well, last year, because BJ was staying with him, he goes, "You could pitch a tent in my backyard."
I did not say that. I said we could get a air mat. I've got an air mattress. So you could sleep down with all the Omnis, so you'd feel comfortable.
Yeah, but Jess will vouch that when I'm in your house, you got to keep a stern eye on your books and make sure nothing goes missing.
Don't worry. They're all have you have to wear a special type of glove because they all have a poison on it at that point that'll make you go into anaphylactic shock if you don't have it. So
you need to put in an RFID chip in each book so you can scan them on the way out.
There's a lot of air tags.
He's gonna put one of those dog collars on me that if I touch one of his books, it shocks me.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that backpack of his is like Mary Poppins suitcase. Books.
I brought film stuff because Jess said he wanted to film videos, and then we didn't film a video, so I took that backpack on like an hour-long subway ride for no reason.
We made a video though.
No, we did a live stream for like the entire time. We didn't make a video.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That was great because I feel like that whole live stream, me and Jess were just taking prescription pills without trying to get caught on camera.
Goodness gracious.
But they were prescribed, so it's not like we got them off the street.
I made a joke in our last video for work. There's a feature called critical listening mode on one of the products we were selling, and I go, I thought critical listening mode is when I take an Adderall before listening to music. And my manager goes, that joke's only allowed because you're prescribed it. This is the last book that I ordered this week, so I've never read this. I wish it wasn't a compendium, but I'm just happy to read the content because I feel like this has been out of print for a long time, right?
It has, and that's probably the one I have to RFID there, just because I'm looking at my
no, it's your fatales that are coming home with me, Chris.
Oh, those? Okay. All right. Well,
because I've heard from everybody that the fatale compendium turned to dust if you looked at it.
No, I have my copy still, and I read it.
People are so weird about compendiums. They're like, don't you hate that your compendium turns to dust when you read it once? And I'm like, I've never had a compendium break on me.
No, so, JP sent me one, and for Fatale, I read it and reviewed it. I opened it.
I made the thumbnail.
Yeah. I
just beat it with a crowbar a little bit, you know.
It's perfectly fine. I'm going to give it away eventually because I have the hardcovers. But
in all fairness, in the group chat between JP, Jake, and I, they go, "Oh yeah, Killer Be Kill will be in the next shipment." And I went, "Killer Be Kill's back in print," and Jake goes, "It's only a compendium."
Yeah, remember that time that everyone thought it was coming out, and it was just like, no, that was wrong.
I'm just excited to read it. Like I binged really a bunch
good.
of
it's intense. It's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I'm excited for that. And is that oh my god, there's more. The Marvel art of Russell, was it Dodderman?
Yep.
This looks like a Jess book.
I already have it. I backed it on Kickstarter.
Of course he does.
He's like, mine's a slipcase and it's got
I was tempted.
It's got a lithograph.
The ones I've backed are Michael Turner and then Allred. Those are the two I've backed.
Will your Allred one be in time for Heroes Con or no?
Probably not.
I did this one, David Nakayama, and the Michael Allred one.
Sick.
But I did get back into the
back the highest. Like which one did you back the highest here?
I think both these
you
were
don't say what you paid. I'm just curious which one you put all your chips in for.
I think I did the same on all of them. The only extra I got was a sticker sheet. I got stickers.
That's cool.
I
guess.
Yeah. I backed Allred to get a signature because I never thought he was coming over here. So I at least wanted to have him get something signed. So one less book to get signed.
Pro tip. He likes to be called Michael.
Michael.
Yeah.
Got it.
I learned that from Curtis, who helps publish these books.
I'm going to call him Mr. A, you know?
So that's cool.
This book's really cool. I mean, I really like this book, and you're getting it at a significant discount from what I paid.
I'll tell you what, though. I love it when he does, like, the all through the years images of any of these characters. You know, the covers, like he's done Wolverine, he's done Storm, he's done Jean, Scarlet Witch, like those. I adore those covers.
Oh, the ones that are just covered with the character.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are awesome.
All through the years. Yeah,
I think I have them all, especially Scarlet Witch and Emma. Those are so cool. You're right.
I want to give a shout out to a super chat from. I feel like I always say it wrong. Is this Safar? Hi Jake, happy Saturday. Any news on Batman Year Zero Absolute? Was going to be released early February. Yes, I think that got pushed back to March. Let me check comic releases. But it got pushed back about a month, I believe. But Transmetro is still coming out on time as far as we know. So it is March 1st is wait, no, sorry, April 1st. April 1st is 0 year. So we're getting Transmetro on the February 25th and Absolute Promethea on March 25th. And did we watch the Fantastic Four trailer? I did, and I thought it was perfect. I thought it was a great trailer. I loved it.
Just add a little zip.
It's
so good.
So
what does the DM cover look like? Oh, there we go.
Honestly, if I know Jess, he's like, why would I want men on the cover of my art book? So
Jess,
no way. It's the standard. Yeah.
No, not into
especially
it.
Cyclops.
Not into it.
Cyclops, it's wrong. That cover's wrong. Anyways.
It's wrong.
It's got Cyclops on it. It's wrong.
Honestly, wouldn't it be better if it was just Cyclops?
No. It wouldn't.
I want to watch an hour-long takedown of Chris talking about how much he hates Cyclops. 10 things I hate about Cyclops. That video would go big.
I swear, there's probably. I purposely try to work in every single Marvel Alliance. I try to work in that Cyclops is wrong. I do try to do that.
So before we do the gift card, let's all pick our book of the week. What is everyone's most anticipated book of the week?
And why is it Critical Role, Jake, for you?
I feel like Jess would be into Den Volume 5.
I have Volume 1, but I haven't read it yet, and I'm leery of shelling out until I know I like it. And of course, they'll all be out of print by the time.
What I like about this is if you look at it says the last volume of Den connects all 4 previous parts of the story. Yeah,
I'm going with Far Sector Deluxe.
Far Sector Deluxe is that's got to be, I think that's got to be mine too, or the Kill or Be Killed Compendium. I'm just so excited. I've wanted to read that story for a long time. And Chris and Jess don't let me buy out of print books anymore.
Well, it's mostly Chris because you don't listen to me.
Sorry, I meant my wife. I meant Jess's and my wife.
No.
Omni Dog's like, yeah, buy it. I know.
No, that's not true.
So what about you, Jess? What's your book of the week?
Okay, can you keep going?
Jess, have you read Far Sector?
Yeah. That's it for the books?
Den
was the first one.
Doom Patrol, Daredevil with the Slim Jim, the Critical Role Part 2 Deluxe Edition, and the regular one.
I think that Far Sector Deluxe with the extra issues is really exciting. Yeah.
Dude, I had to read it in the compact comic. That art is so busy, I could not tell what was going on, but I could tell that I loved it. So I'm excited.
She's a really cool character. I dig this book. I'm that's something that I'd like to read as soon as I get it.
Yeah.
And then I think Far Sector would probably be mine, but I think I'm just gonna say Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6 since I picked up 4 and 5, and I'll continue on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, this was great. Let's do the gift card giveaway, then tell them where they can find you, and then we get to celebrate my birthday, which is I'm excited about. So last chance for the gift card giveaway. We have 16 entries. And I see 44 people watching. Window. Here we go. Last chance. Crowbar Jake. Anyone else want to join?
43 people watching. Only 16 entries, huh?
We need a roast. We need a roast of Jake stream. That'd be my dream come true. I can't tell you how sad I was that I wasn't included when that YouTuber roasted everybody. Like, why was my channel not big enough to be roasted? I'm the one person who would have enjoyed it more than anybody. I'm the one person that would love it.
I see what you're trying to say there, Alex.
Why would you enter it ourselves, Jordan?
Dang, I'm signed in as it. I tried going in as myself.
You guys are entered 3 times. From Facebook. Wow. Oh, are you streaming this on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we like to stream it to ours, our YouTube, OPB's YouTube, and Facebook.
All the YouTubes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Okay, we're doing it. Drawn. And if we win, we're doing a redraw. Oh, I don't know if Raphael made it in time.
Oh.
Yay! Are you guys even gonna use the gift card, or are you guys just gonna give our gift card away to somebody else? Omnibus, do you want the gift card, or do you want me to rerun it? Let us know. Because I feel like you guys always do your gift card giveaway. So do you want the gift card, or do you? I could do the gift card, but take it out of your affiliate money. That'd be perfect. Just kidding. Cafe, let us know. Do you want the gift card, or do you redraw?
Okay. It says, yeah, redraw.
Okay.
Does that mean everyone is
I don't think so. Oh my, we're up to 25 people now.
Nice.
That means Raphael
I guess
gets into
4
it.
of them are us, though. Yay!
Hey, you
I
know what?
feel
He
like
was
that's
working. They were working overtime, so there you go.
That's the
Nice,
second
Dart.
gift card they've won.
Congratulations.
So good for you. You worked hard. He said that during his mandatory overtime this week, this show was what was getting him through it. Like
Yep.
knowing the show was coming. So, I mean, I'm
All
he's probably
right.
just lying to make me feel good. Guys, where can they find you? And do you guys have anything you want to promote going on later today? If
Let's
you have
start
your own live
with-
stream?
Start with Jess.
Jess.
Jess has got.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to be on here. And tonight at 8:00 Eastern time, I'm having Omni Nation Comics, also known as Day, who is I haven't met him yet. Everybody knows him but me, and I'm very excited to get to know him. He seems very funny. I really like him just texting him. So that's on Omni Dog's Vault tonight at 8 Eastern time.
Shouts out to the Omnidogs Vault YouTube, the Omnidogs Vault Discord, the Xanax of the comic book Discord world.
That's right.
And Omnidogs Vault Instagram. Chris, where can they find you?
Yes, you can find me on all the socials at Chris Balga. You can check out my show Marvel Alliance on the Geekverse Podcast YouTube channel every Thursday night at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. This week we reviewed the next 3 episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and broke down the new Fantastic Four First Steps teaser. Next week, we're driving Chris a lot of recordings because we've got a double dose of Marvel Alliance, because next week we'll be reviewing the next 3 episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man plus the Thunderbolts trailer. That's going to be dropping on Friday, and then Friday night we will be doing our spoiler-filled review of Captain America Brave New World. So double dose of Marvel Alliance coming at you. So look at it for all the feeds, Marvel Alliance on all your podcatchers of choice.
Wow, that was perfect. I loved how succinct he is with that.
So professional, yeah.
And you know,
only
me
for
and
you
Jordan,
all. Only for you all.
I love it whenever we're on a different show and I'm just waiting there smiling for Chris to mention this show.
I said
and
it
he
last.
Never does.
I did. I said it last night, and I say it on Marvel Alliance. So I've been getting better about it. I said it last night on the vodka stream.
And you know, me and Jordan, we're around. You'll catch me on the Labruski show on the 19th. On the 18th, Taylor Talks Comics is coming on, and he is going to be presenting his defense of Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Oh my God.
To prepare, he read every Frank Miller Batman. I even think he had to track down the Absolute because that's the only way to get that last issue.
The Last Crusade?
The last issue of Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder.
Yeah, it is.
The other editions don't have that last issue. So he's ready. I have done no prep work. I read Frank Miller Daredevil, which is cool, but I think that's not related to his Batman run. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, guys, we're around. Catch us every Saturday. And you know, we'll be here. Super great live stream as always, Jake and friends. Love all you guys do.
Thank you, Kenny.
Great show. Happy birthday, Jake. See you in a few hours. Honestly, Jess, you should just go on now and do a marathon stream all day.
I have to post the thumbnail. I just realized that I have to create the show. I have to create the show. James made a great thumbnail for it.
Let's all say happy birthday.
Oh, and
Jake.
someday the Comic Central podcast. Yeah, when Alex asks me, I'll be on there. So yeah, everyone keep reading and stay.